Hey, what's up and welcome to DPS Godrolls. In this episode we are reviewing the Canis Major introduced in Season of the Lost. The solar granite launcher was introduced in Season 15 and belongs to the Season of the Lost gear set. One can grind this weapon by focusing umbral engrams at the helm destination. Located on the heavy weapon slot and with the rapid fire frame, this granite launcher ranks alongside the both Void Baringer's Memory and the Swarm of the Raven granite launcher and the Solar Outrageous Fortune and the Love and Death granite launcher. Base stat comparison between those granite launchers indicates only slight deviances in the base distribution. One can remark that the Outrageous Fortune has overall the best base stats, following by the Canis Major and the Love and Death granite launcher. Weakest base stats has definitely the Baringer's Memory. More important are the perks, since the base stats are mostly alike. The perk selection and the first and the second perk row are basically the same. Small deviances are the thermoplastic granites, remote detonation and the sticky granite perks. Love and Death stands out with a variety of ability enhancing perks and the biggest perk selection on the third and fourth perk row. Also, the highly valued surplus perk is represented on the Love and Death and the Canis Major. Additionally, the Canis Major is the only granite launcher with the top endgame Warple perk, but also the only granite launcher without the auto-loading holster perk. Swarm of the Raven and the Outrageous Fortune have the smallest obtainable perk selection. Summarized, with a solid base stat distribution and with great overall perks, the Canis Major can sincerely claim its place as one of the top granite launchers available. Each available damage perk can be adapted to a certain demand, and with surplus, clown cartridge and impulse amplifier, great synergy perks are also available. Sadly, this granite launcher has no auto-loading holster perk, but with Warple and clown cartridge a DPS build can be realized. Let's have a look at PvE rolls. The first demonstrated PvE roll resembles the basic Godroll, which will perform greatly in any kind of situation. Smart drift control on the first roll will overall improve stability, velocity, recoil and handling. Spike granites will improve stability and additionally increase impact damage on direct hits. Surplus will improve stability, handling and reload speed for each active ability, and Warple will increase damage against bosses, champions and vehicles and guardians with active super. Backup mag mod is highly recommended because a magazine size of 7 is more worth than 5 projectiles with 8% more damage. The raid alternatives on the third row can be clown cartridge, which will randomly overfill the magazine after reloading. Fourth row can profit from Adagio, which will increase damage but decrease the fire rate after defeats, or chain reaction, which will create an elemental damage explosion on defeats. This demonstrated roll focuses on a high blast radius and harmonizes with the Rampage perk. Rampage will increase damage after defeats to a total damage buff of 33%. The Rampage spec mod is suggested that will extend the duration of Rampage. Linear Compensator on the first row will increase blast radius, velocity and stability, and high velocity rounds will greatly increase velocity and reload speed. Third row can profit from surplus or clown cartridge. Awesome, now let's inspect the endgame rows. Great overall stat roll can use countermass on the first row to gain handling, stability and recoil improvement. High velocity rounds will increase velocity and reload speed. Surplus will improve stability, handling and reload speed for each active ability, and Warple will increase damage against high tier enemies and champions. Ensemble is a good Grandmaster option and will improve handling and reload speed if one is near allies, and Unrelenting can also be applied, which will trigger health regeneration after defeats and enables a more aggressive playstyle. Major spec mod can be applied to increase damage against major enemy and champions. This endgame adaptation focuses on the kill clip perk. Reloading after a defeat will grant a 30% damage buff with kill clip. Smart drift control enables an overall performance buff and compensates the stability malus of alloy casing. Additionally, alloy casing will highly increase the reload speed. Impulse amplifier will highly improve velocity and increase reload speed. A solid alternative is of course surplus. Okay, now let's have a look at the DPS constellation. Augmented drum and backup mag will increase magazine size to 8. Down cartridge will overfill the magazine by a random amount. Warple will increase weapon damage against bosses by 15%. If one is lucky, one can have a magazine size of 12. Backup mag mod is more worth than the boss spec mod because the best case scenario with 10 projectiles with a total of 80% more damage is less than 12 possible projectiles in the backup mag mod. Great, let's have a look at PvP rolls. First recommended roll can have Smart Drift Control, Spike Granites, Impulse Amplifier and Adagio. Smart Drift Control on the first row will overall improve stability, velocity, recoil and handling. Spike Granites will improve stability and additionally increase the impact damage on direct hits. Impulse Amplifier will highly increase projectile velocity and reload speed, and Adagio will increase weapon damage after defeats but lower the fire rate. The Quick Access Sling mod will highly increase weapon swap speed after one has emptied the magazine and can be also of advantage. This presented roll aims for the highest possible blast radius, and this is accomplished with linear compensator and high explosive ordnance. Surplus will improve handling, stability and reload speed for each active ability and is highly recommended. Targeting adjuster mod can be equipped to increase aim assist. Quick launch and high velocity rounds will both create a high projectile velocity, and Killing Wind will improve mobility, range and handling after defeats and is also suggested. Sablos is a great alternative, and Adagio or Warpull are great go-to perks. The Counterbalance mod is recommended to improve the recoil pattern. What is your opinion and which rolls would you prefer? Leave your opinion in chat while I'm live on Twitch or YouTube, or simply post a comment. If you would like to gain full access to all displayed media and artworks, you can join our gaming focused Discord community. Our links are down in the description. Thank you for tuning in, and please support me by liking, sharing and subscribing. And please check out my socials for the latest updates. Have a good one.